Um, it's been interesting to see all the changes that are, I think it's setting it now. With trying to stream, there's Heather Negron. I need to make somebody else an admin. It's been interesting to see let me close that. Changes that are. Can y'all hear me talk? With trying to, okay, there we go. I was trying to stream it on YouTube, so to see if it works and we can find it for future guest events, if you want to send people to YouTube. So I was just trying to, it's unlisted, it's not public or anything, but anyway, gonna see if it works because they keep making changes and has anybody tried to do Zoom to Facebook in the last 3 months?
Mm-mm.
You have to jump through 87 hoops.
That's
And
why we
your
haven't tried.
Wi-Fi has to be flawless for it to connect to every single step. And to be honest, it's so stressful to try to get it to go smoothly that I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So we're trying something different. But tonight I am excited because we're going to actually do the hey Amanda, we're actually going to do our guest event here on Zoom. Joy had mentioned just doing it here and making it intimate. And I know tonight was short notice about tonight's event. Really, honestly, I wanted to teach it more to y'all than even guests. I have a couple guests that said they might get on, but color analysis is big right now. And really, truly, without doing the draping thing, it's hard to know for sure. But if you can help people minimize seasons that they're not, it's really cool to start playing with colors and get more confident with eyeshadows, with cheek colors, with lip colors that you haven't possibly worn before. So anyway, no big deal. If you don't have guests tonight, I hope that it'll be beneficial to y'all. I'm going to share something right quick. Y'all say hey, introduce each other. If you don't know each other, you can put in the chat where you're from. Um, and I'll get this pulled up. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Joy.
Hey, Joy.
Remember me?
Oh,
I
miss
you. You remember me? I said we should put on name tags. So long.
Right? With your blonde hair.
I know, it's
kind of
all
blonde.
curled.
It's cute. Super cute.
Thank you.
All right. Everybody else can put in the chat where you're from if y'all don't know everybody.
Oh,
right.
Guess what? I just have to tell you this real quick.
Yeah, tell me.
Houston, where we live, is now Mulberry. I don't live in Houston anymore. They changed it to Mulberry.
They can do that?
We're city of Mulberry now.
Really?
So I'm not from Houston anymore. Dang it.
Just when I finally figured out how to say Houston.
Well,
I
I'm glad.
know.
That's
Are they
easy
going to
to
change
tell,
the
though.
sign on 85 too to Mulberry?
I don't know what the outline of the city of Mulberry is, but like my kids
Oh.
are still Houston and I'm Mulberry.
Mulberry.
We haven't
Gotcha.
changed
So
our
Houston's
address.
still there. It's just decreasing. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wonder what my sister's is. I wonder if hers changed. She's only like 3 blocks over from y'all.
Yeah, she is. She's close to Joy.
She's in Trilogy, isn't she?
She was in wherever I can't say it name.
Houston. Yeah.
Houston.
You have to spit all over your screen to say it correctly.
I think she's Trilogy neighborhood. Yeah, I thought she was there. She might be Mulberry too.
All
Not
right.
everybody has changed it.
I mean, I felt like if we were come back for Tuesday Night Live, we had to start with a slideshow because I mean, who are we without a slideshow? Not really. I wanted to do it because my brain it helps me stay on track of what we're doing. So welcome everybody. I'm excited you're back. Put in the comments if you like Monday night with Karen or Tuesday night here better. Majority wins because I will say Monday night's much easier because I'm not planning it, but I love being with y'all and I love the intimacy. So what we're going to do just for the month of June is we're going to do 7 o'clock quick meeting, gathering, sharing ideas, hanging out, figuring out how to pronounce people's towns. And then at 7:30, we'll do a quick guest event. I don't want it to be anything long and drawn out, but I really want it to be a place that you can bring guests here and share, and then they feel seen and heard, and they can ask questions and all the things. So that's the plan for this month. If y'all have not seen the Tumblr, it's super cute. This is with your 700 wholesale. So I'm excited for our power of sales achievers. And then our skincare. I am very excited. Mary Kay brought this back. I wasn't sure if they would since we've already had double credit this month. I know many of you have mixed emotions about the repair set, but hear my heart. There's a reason they didn't offer repair set. One, they couldn't fill it with the limited number of cleansers they had on hand. And to be honest, they don't need to because the glass skin facials has gone super viral. They're selling a ton of repair. You and I have talked about it for years and years and years. Our best reorders are what? Repair customers, right? They are the repair customers because they see instant results. It's a level of luxury that they can't find at CVS or Walmart. And so they didn't offer it, but that doesn't mean that we can't max out this. And they did limit it to 6, but remember there's 2 formulas. There's 6 of the dry, 6 of the oily. So you can, fiddle around with it and play with it. And Christy Lee and I had a good conversation yesterday, just really crunching numbers. So one thing that I was going to say is make sure that you are sharing with people on your team that they have to go to the June promo to get the 55% off. In the CDS, they have to type in June for the skincare sets to pop on because who's going to remember the part number? Nobody. Just type in June and it all comes up with CDS. So make sure you help your director share that kind of thing because InTouch is still really frustrating for those that only order once or twice a year. Sometimes it's super frustrating for those of us that order multiple times a week, So help us really verbalize that you have to put in that June for that to come up. So that would be super helpful. The other thing is, what do you want your goal to be? The cool thing is you're going to order at a really steep discount, but you're getting full retail credit. The only thing this is not going to help with is Star Consultant. Sometimes people get confused on that. Star Consultant is strictly wholesale. So if you have $1,200 wholesale to go to reach Star by the 15th, you're still going to have to order 1,200 wholesale Section 1 items to hit there. But this helps with your units goal. This helps with your personal sales goals. And honestly, it's going to really help with your customer reorders because they're getting the set and not grabbing pieces together. Christy Lee and I were just talking about one of our customers that refuses to grab sets. She only buys in pieces. But it's hard to get the results that Mary Kay promises if you're not using a set. So here is Casey's thoughts on the skincare. And y'all can put in the chat your thoughts and we'll go back and go through all of your comments. But offering a bigger sale in June has never set me up for failure later on. It has only increased my sales because they're increasing the number of products, they're getting better results, and then they're sharing it with more people because it's a sale they don't get. They know June is my one and only, like the big bang. And so I would say, as Kathy Hulu always told us, don't hold the penny so close to your eye that you can't see the dollar bill out here because it's hard to think of, do I really want to do 30, 40 BOGO sales and miss on the profits? And I can tell you I've done both. I didn't do BOGO until 3 years ago, and it was mind-blowing what my sales were the following year after doing that because of the reorders. So anyway, I'm not going to tell you what to do and what not to do. The one thing that I would say is do not advertise that this is all month long because there's no guarantee that it's all month long. It's only 6 sets per consultant to help them keep inventory on hand. But once these sets are gone, they're gone. So I would really highly recommend that you run your specials, your sales, your June Boom promotions between now and June 15th. National Pink Day is not until the 23rd. So National Pink Day, maybe do something along the lines of including color or doing, I don't know, doing something that's not so skincare set focused if you want to do something on National Pink Day. But I don't want it to get down to June 28th or June 23rd and you're running your specials and everything is sold out. And so now you've offered this and your hands are kind of tied because you don't get the skincare specials. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions with the sets, with sales, anything that they want to discuss before I go to the next slide? Do y'all know how to calculate your goal? Like, do y'all know how to do all that? So I made an Excel spreadsheet because I love numbers. I'm a dork like that. And I knew that if I had a 2,000 retail left, how many of each skincare set do I need to sell to be able to hit that goal? I personally love the new Mary Kay skincare line. So think about this stretch goal. Your stretch goal this month is going to be new people. So if you have a Miracle Set customer, who could she potentially share a free Mary Kay skincare set for? Could it be a daughter, a niece, a granddaughter? So try to grow your customer base and ask your existing customers who do they know that would need a clear proof? Who do they know that has sensitive skin that would love the skincare line? Remember, people's skin changes every 4 to 6 months. Things start changing. So just because they tried Miracle Set before doesn't mean that it's not going to work now and that they don't want the skincare set. Are y'all having good sales with the Mary Kay skincare line?
Nope.
No.
I think it has to do with my circle because I have kids in school and this is a great introductory product for those that are starting skincare. But I have to tell you, it's higher reorders for me than even the Miracle Set. It is as good as the repair for reorders. So once you get people on it, I'm telling you, it's good and it's a great price point. It's a really good price point. So, have y'all tried it? Have y'all used any of it yet?
Just the toner.
Okay. It's amazing. The scrub's amazing. The cleanser's amazing. I love it. So anyway, and the men's skincare line, they just launched that. So obviously that's not on there, but we are going to have a men's event next week. So I'm excited about that. All right. So any other questions about the 55% off skincare? If y'all need a strategy, just let me know because I'll be happy to help. All right, let's move right along. This was this sheet that Mary Kay gave us. I just used that one because it was a little easier to read. All right, so this is a one-stop shop for all the guest events this month. So next week we're doing Face It Fellas. I know that Keela said Doug would get on. I know that Joyce said her Doug would get on. So if you have any men that will pop on and talk about either a cologne or one of the new skincare products, we would love to have them. So I'm obviously advertising it to my customers, but asking them to bring the men in their life. Now, this Mary Kay shave cream that they have for the men is spectacular, spectacular. So I'll make a little sales sheet for that for Father's Day or whatever, but we would love to have you. But before next, and then we're going to do glass skin. And I really wanted to focus on the skincare sets that are on sale, unless y'all don't want to do that. Would y'all rather keep glass skin repair or would y'all like to focus on the skincare sets that's on sale?
Repair.
Mm-hmm.
Still
Repair.
do repair even though it's the skincare set that's on sale, not on sale?
Repair. Yeah, repair.
Okay. So that's going to be
Four
June
repairs.
15th. Do what?
I've sold 4, 5 repairs since the 1st of June.
Oh, awesome. I knew you were doing a big sale with them. That's amazing. Yeah. And I mean, I think most of us have repair customers. We do. We have repair customers. So we can do that. And then birthday bash, I just thought it would be a good way for us to reach out to those of people because we haven't done a birthday bash since January, I don't think. So, they get a special discount and we will do a fun color look. And then if they're still on sale, the skincare sets, we can offer special that. If not, then, you can use that to your discretion. But Karen just posted this about Thursday night and I wanted to share it with y'all because of the guest directors she has on. She has Karen, Chelsea, and Kayla. So they're all different generations and they're going to talk about the different skincare. And it's this Thursday at 8 o'clock and they're giving away over $200 in product. So I would say just because you don't have guests tonight, start talking up about Thursday night and get guests on. It's at 8 p.m. and I'm telling you what, they're going to recruit. Chelsea's running for $1 million, Jordan's running for $1 million, Karen's running for Gold Circle, and Kayla just finished her Cadillac and in January, and I'm not sure what her seminar goal is, but anyway, she's right here in Atlanta, not too far from me, but it'll be a great event. And is anybody else used to love watching live skincare classes? Like you could watch a skincare class all the time because every time you learn something new, that will be this Thursday. So I wanted to make sure that that y'all knew about that. Also on Thursday, but at 9, if you have anybody that is interested in the opportunity, I was just sharing this, you can roll them right in. They have different guest speakers every single week. They give away 5 free starter kits. I know that Heather Rios is still doing Bridget Shaw's. So either one, you can get guests on either one, but I just showed this because you might have guests that still have questions, and then they can watch this, and there are 5 free starter kits given away. All right, right quick recognition. I didn't have everybody's numbers, but are you obsessed with the cute little tote from last month? I thought it was fantastic. I knew the people from my unit, so congratulations to the Hot Shots. But who, Southern Bells in the Champion unit, who were, and all of our adoptees, who else finished theirs last month for their 700? Any other achievers that are not on here?
Lynn Walker did.
Okay, Lynn, anybody else? Heather Robbins,
Me.
congratulations. I didn't know if anybody else.
I have my Jennifer George from McDonough did.
Oh, I don't know Jennifer George from McDonough.
Yeah.
Is she a new
She's
kid
one of
on
my
the block?
she's one of my quiet but busy girls. So
Oh, she is. Yeah. Well, good for her. We'll tell her we celebrated her tonight.
I'll tell.
All right. Don't forget, quarter ends on June 15th. A lot of cool reasons to be a STAR consultant, but I think most of y'all know all of those. No new consultants on here, but I was talking to Marcia earlier today, and I don't know if any of you feel like it has not been your best seminar. Anybody feel like that it's not been your best seminar? You just kind of been coasting.
Yes.
So one thing that Marcia and I were talking about is figure out what your win's going to be. And she said, you know what? I used to always be a STAR consultant. I would never miss it. She said, so with the skincare sets, I want that to be my win. Like win for this seminar year is to be a STAR. So I love that. And I put this in here just because she shared that this morning, because I think it's really important to, regardless of what the scoreboard says, if I open that Applause magazine, I would go in a deep dark hole and cry, because my number one strength is competition, and I have not been competing. And I will tell you that my personal win might not look like a win on the scoreboard, but to me, it's a huge win. So pick your win. I think this is a great one, and you can absolutely do it with a skincare set sale. So I wanted to share that. Any new consultants so far this month? Y'all pray. I'm 7 qualifieds away from my B. I got to get it because I got to replace the one I lost.
They never
like
found that.
What's that, Christy?
I said they didn't find that one.
No, they didn't find that one. He's still floating around somewhere. So I'm like, I got to get my B back. But we have seminar registrations open. I know that Heather Robbins, are you going to seminar? Let me find you.
I don't think so, because I think that's when my kids get back from camp.
Oh,
And they're
okay.
gone all
I wasn't
month.
sure. I think you're the
Yeah.
only one that's the first
Mm-hmm.
week. So ours is the 28th through the 31st, and it's a Monday through Thursday, and we have a house. We have a great group that is registered. I think I put on here, let's see who's registered. Yeah. So this is who I've seen on InTouch. Let me know if I am missing anybody else. I didn't put those that have said they're coming. I put those that have actually physically registered. So we would love to have you. I am personally coming back a day early because the day seminar ends. We are moving Anderson down to Vero Beach, Florida. So if it doesn't work out that you can't be there the whole time, something's better than nothing, and we're all staying together, and I'm excited about that. So we have a few more spots left in the house, and we would love to include you. All right, I'm going to stop the screen share. This is for when we start our guest event. Where did my little bar go? Here it is. Stop share. Okay. All right, so now let's open it up for any questions, any discussion, any ideas, anything that y'all want to discuss. Yeah, go ahead, Heather Negron.
I just would like to ask a question, and you could probably start talking, and we all be like, "Okay, we've heard it. We know." What is the BOGO that you do for your June boom?
Buy
okay that I
one,
asked
get
that?
one free. Yeah. Buy one, get one free. And I only
Okay.
do it for typically from 6 a.m. to 12.
Got it.
I don't do it all
Okay.
day. It's not a long drawn out thing. And I've done it
Miss-
before where it has to be the identical item. Like they have to get the same item. And then I've done it before where they didn't. They would get the less of the two. But
Okay.
I don't do it a lot, and it helps me reach whatever goal, that
Okay.
I'm trying to hit. And I think it's just whatever works best for you.
Okay. Okay. I just didn't know if it was a skincare set or if it was like, it could be whatever I want, whatever we want it to be, but
Yeah.
limit the timeline. Like, don't do it all day. Don't do it for 3 days. Okay. Yeah.
And see, like,
Got
and everybody's different. Christy likes to do hers all weekend because it gives her time to send out more text messages and do an email and do lives. So she likes for hers to be over a 3-day period where I don't. It doesn't
Yeah.
bring out the best in me when it's spread out over that far. So I just think you have to think of, okay, what brings me joy and what gets me excited about it.
Yep.
We talked about doing BOGO just on those skincare sets and then everything else be 40% off.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an idea if you really want to max out your retail profit.
Right.
So there's and you could do buy one, get one 50% off, and you would still make a little profit as well. But remember to always charge them sales tax on the full amount, the full retail amount. Always charge them shipping. Okay, so shipping has to be in their pocket. Do not pay for people's shipping. And the other thing is if they're not doing Venmo or Zelle or Cash App, then you need to add a couple bucks onto it to make sure that you are covering the processing fees for ProPay. Because
Right.
if you're doing something that steep, make sure
With a
you're not losing
discount.
money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and in my little text message, I'm like, add $5. Like I just do a $5 if you're running a credit card, or you can Venmo and Zelle me for this price. So it's
Okay.
just easy. I
Yeah.
don't sit there and calculate it for everybody.
That's good.
But I was terrified. I remember when Chelsea Atkins told me that she did it and she sold like $10,000 in the first 3 hours of her day. And I'm like, holy cow, will you ever have sales again? And she said every year that she's done it, she's reached over $70,000 or $80,000 in sales because they got so much more. They were sharing it, they were using more. And so I don't know. I just trusted the process. And I can say that she was right. It did increase it. But it's
Okay.
your business. And if that makes you sick at your stomach, don't do it. Don't
Yeah.
do it.
Right.
Yeah. Chrissy, how many
That's
times
how
have
I'm-
you done BOGO?
This will be the third year, but last year that is how I got that 9,100 retail in the month because I maxed out on repair sets and had to buy a couple more. I sold like 15 in the month in that weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, she did it for 3 days. Yeah. And she only needs half that this month. I mean, last year in June, it was a major stretch goal. Yeah. Yeah, good question. And some people do postcards and some people do text messages. I think I haven't done postcards in a long time to my customers, but I do feel like they have to see it several times for it to register. So the more that you are talking it up and getting the momentum
Agreed.
going, the better the sales are. You can't just put it out there on a Monday and then expect people to order on a Friday. It doesn't work like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. All right. Any other questions, comments, any prayer requests for your June goals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Lynn's like, yes. Lynn got her sales going early and obviously has already sold a ton of repairs. So I'm excited. The thing is if you can knock it out early, even if it's your star, knock your star out early, it allows you to be in a different headspace the second half of the month and celebrating everybody else versus
Yeah. It's so
being
true.
so consumed. Yeah.
I need to, that's the prayer. Let's finish it by the 15th because I'm gonna have grandchildren from the 15th until the 27th.
Well, and it's also nice to know, I know you're not really, but in my mind, anything from June 16th to June 30th is like, in my mind, is double dipping. Like, I know it still counts for June, but it's next year's quarter. So to
Yeah.
me, it's like, it's the gravy. If you can finish strong by the 15th, then anything after that it's not double dipping, but y'all know what
Yeah.
I mean. Like it feels like you're getting double credit for it or something.
You are. Yeah, you are. And with the half off flyer, I still, even though it takes it a little bit longer to process, I still send them that half off flyer even on my sales because that's adding to it's a big goal. Like it's
Yes.
a unit goal. So I'm still sending them those because those travel sets this month are huge. You know, people are traveling and those travel sets are amazing. So anyway, use that. I do like Monica's better than the Pink Perks. I
Me
did
too.
get
I don't
better
like the pink
results.
perk
Yeah. So there's that.
because we're used to it. Also, like it's
We
just
are, yeah.
what we're used to.
And our customers are used to it. They've been seeing it for a while. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Hmm.
I'm excited you're here. Seriously. I didn't know how
I'm
many
happy to
people would
see all
show
these
up.
squares. Like
I
I
know.
gotta say, our Monday night and Karen is incredible. But when I I go page, 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 and there's like not a darn soul that I know, and I'm like page, page. I did not love that,
Yeah. It's a different feel, I will say.
but I
And
love
thank
her.
you
I
to
love her. I love all the things that she
Oh, I
says,
do
and she's
too. I know.
incredible.
I know a lot of her people just because I was one of her mentors, or not her mentor, her people's mentors when they were running
Right.
for national. So I got to know quite a few of them, but I don't know any of their consultants. I just know the directors' faces. I will say, if I can be completely transparent, is I like this better. I do. I like this better because I have ways to get my cup filled. Like Karen has a directors meeting, and so I plug into that. But I don't want all of this to fall on my shoulders. And for me, because y'all know I'm a perfectionist. Obviously, I spent 3 hours putting a slideshow and pulling recognition and putting, like I don't want it to be where I'm dreading it because of the responsibility. So y'all stepping up today and say, I'll do lips and I'll be on that. That helps me feel like our guests are getting the best of us and it's not a one person show because I don't want it to be a one person show. And it allows you to grow in an area maybe of sharing a product that you haven't done before. So thank you for helping us make this month successful. And then we will see how this month goes and decide for next seminar year. But I think our heart, would y'all agree? Our heart wants to stay here if we can pull this off.
My
Yes.
heart and my habits, because I am so like ingrained on Tuesday nights that every
I
time
know.
Monday and I'd be driving somewhere or practice and I'm like,
Dang
I
it!
did it again.
I know, but see, with my kids' sports, games are always Tuesday, Thursdays. So I missed every single one because I was at a game.
Yeah.
The good news is that was my last lacrosse season without a driver. So
Yay!
the twins start driving in November. I know. The twins start driving in November. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can stop this going to YouTube. So y'all chit chat for just a sec. I'm gonna see if I can stop it.
Lynn, how long are you running your sale?
My information I sent out said through the 15th.
Okay.
And what
I
kind
mean-
of sale are you running? Did you already tell them before I logged in?
No, all of my skincare sets. But they're basically, I sort of did it a different way. I took, because I have so many people who replenish one product at a time.
Yeah.
Like they'll buy the repair day cream. And then a month later, they'll buy the repair night cream. And
Mhm.
then a month later or 2 months later, they'll get the cleanser. So I'm going, okay, I'm going to add them all up individually. And